We're talking Liverpool. We're talking City. Who do you want to win the title? Ali is a Manchester United fan.
Of course, a tough one.
This is a tough, isn't it?
Ali.
Ali,
We
good
feel
evening.
your pain, mate.
Good evening. By the way, if you ask me who I want to win the league, 1,000,000%. If you can get more than 1,000,000,000 or 1,000,000,000%, I want City to win the league. And I'm a United fan, by the way.
Is that why, Ali? Is that because you think that they don't count either?
No, it's not because of that. I mean, our reasons are obvious because, we don't want anyone to beat our treble. We don't want anyone to... We've got 20 league titles. Liverpool's got 19. There's so many reasons. It's not anything else, to be honest. It's just that because out of all the records, we have a number of records that we don't want anyone to beat. Simple as that. I just want to pick up on the point about Pep Guardiola's... what he said, and I think he's got a point. It's not so much the fans. I think the media. There's a lot of media bias towards Liverpool. I'll give you a reason why. This weekend, one of the biggest title races ever, as you know, there was some big shift. City gained 2 points, and guess who's in the news and talkSPORT the most? You talk a little bit about the top four, but guess who's in the news?
Pogba.
Not Liverpool, not
Man United.
No, Man United.
Yeah.
Man United's failure has been absolute box office for the media, right? It's box office for talkSPORT, and I think a lot of the people are basking in the glory of United's failure.
Yeah, but Ali,
unfortunately.
if there's one of what Jason calls the big dogs, if any big dog is in trouble, they're news. Chelsea, if they're in trouble, they're news. Arsenal in trouble, they're news. Liverpool, I even say Spurs, if they're in trouble, like Mourinho. It's always news. It's not just Man United.
I accept that, but one of the biggest title races ever, City just gained 2 points on Liverpool. Liverpool dropped 2 points at home to Anfield. Why isn't that? Isn't that big news?
Yeah, well,
It has been with Klopp and Guardiola and Klopp.
I mean, I have to say, Ali, you've brought United up. We haven't.
No, I'm bringing United because United have been in the news more than one of the biggest title
but
races
tonight's
ever.
show is what I'm saying is we've not mentioned Man United.
We're talking about Man
I'm
City
talking
and
about
Liverpool.
Man City and Liverpool.
I brought United up just to make that point.
You brought it up.
That the bias, when you mentioned about bias, because Liverpool had dropped 2 points this weekend and City had gained 2 points, that's not really news. As long as Liverpool win, that's big news. That's big news.
No,
but the thing is, if you look at your programme, all you're talking about is United.
No, we're not, though. But we're not.
Yeah.
We've not mentioned, Ali, this show hasn't mentioned United.
We've had Manchester United fans saying who they'd rather win the title.
We've not mentioned how bad United were.
Over the last few months, I understand one of the biggest clubs in the world. I do accept that. But the thing is, this weekend there's been a big shift towards the title, and that should have been top of the list.
I think it is, though.
Well, not from all the programmes I've been listening to. All this, all about United.
No, it's not.
This is why.
What?
This is why I think.
What? Sorry, Ali. What? Who's been talking about United?
It's all day on talkSPORT.
What, just United?
Just
United?
But I didn't talk about the title race this morning on talkSPORT.
About
Spurs being good at Anfield, Klopp being a bit tetchy towards the way that Spurs plays, Man City reacting really well from the disappointment in midweek and absolutely wiping the floor.
Yeah. I think.
I'll tell you why you haven't been mentioned. Because Liverpool have dropped 2 points, they haven't been great at home against Spurs at Anfield. Yeah. This is why it goes down the list. And when I mentioned about Pep Guardiola, I don't mean the fans. I think the bias is when Liverpool are great, when they win the box office, he'll be top of the list. Wow, fantastic team. When they drop points, it's like it goes down the list. And United will always be because of.
I think you're making your own agenda here. I'm not convinced that's true, Ali.
Yeah, but then it's clear to see all your progress all about United, nothing about Liverpool.
Ali, you're just trying to make yourself feel better because you are so pants, right? You're so far away from it. You go, yeah, but they're still talking about us.
I'm not going to deny that. I am not going to deny that. We are pants. We're absolute rubbish. And it's the lowest point ever against Brighton.
Would you like us to talk a little bit more about how bad you are?
Not really, no.
I'll tell you, Ali, if you want, I'll tell you what we'll talk about. Yeah. Brighton's fourth goal when you was getting olayed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Ole, and then they scored the fourth. There you go, we're talking about
you. You don't have to tell me all that. I accept all that. I do accept.
Do you know what I find amazing,
that.
Ali? This is what I find amazing about Manchester United. What you phoned, I will say this piece. It's incredible that in a season where United have disgraced themselves, they're finding new ways to disgrace themselves again. You're finding new ways to go away to Brighton and disgrace yourself. It's like, what's next?
What about as well?
You've got Watford away next.
I cannot defend a single thing.
No, Man Utd can't defend because none of your players want to defend.
I can't defend that. I'm just as fuming with United's form this season, probably more than you guys. I'm absolutely.
Ali, I tell you what though, you've done well because
my point was bias towards Liverpool. This is how the media works because Liverpool have dropped 2 points. And they didn't play very well. That goes down the list. But as soon as United play badly, it's box office.
Ali, because of that, thank you very much for the call. Next up, we're taking calls on how disgraceful Manchester United have been and how they're finding new ways to disgrace the great badge. Keep the calls coming. 03717 2233. If you want to talk about United, you can. I mean, they are.
But no one was.
No one was. Ali was. I listened to White and Jordan. They touched on Man United. They spoke about Spurs. They had, I heard that, all of that.
Yeah, it spoke about Liverpool, about Klopp afterwards, about him being particularly tetchy towards the way Spurs played and how brilliant Man City were against Newcastle. And they got the bit of confidence because Liverpool dropped points and the momentum swung to Man City. Ali's just made Man United the agenda, isn't he?
I think he has. 03717 223344. Man United finding new ways this late in the season, in a season of disgraces. They're finding new ways to disgrace the badge. Again, 03717 223344.